Hello, I'm Roberta Harris. I'm at Stourbridge Church and I've just experienced a wonderful seance with Gary Mannion. Lots of activity happened during the night. There was lots of examples of phenomena. We experienced people moving around and touching us, and multiple times, so several people were being touched at the same time as they exclaimed it. Also, we experienced a gentleman who was holding glowing spheres, and they held close to them at different points in the body and around the body, so that you could actually make out legs, arms, backs of legs, moved it up through the torso so you could actually see them, and then up so you could see their features in their face. Also, they came around to us and we were all linked arms, all linked hands tightly, and they raised our hands up and pulled our hands apart and placed them on them, and you could feel at one point, at one side, I felt a body. It was a stomach, it felt normal. They've moved my hand about so I could feel the flesh vibrating and the fat wobbling, and then they moved around some more people and came back to us, and with the other hand, with my other person on my other side, they again raised our hands, touched them to them, and this time I was touching the chest part, and I could feel it was firm. I could feel a little bit of hair on the chest, and also they took my hand down slightly and I could feel the end of the rib cage through the flesh, which was amazing. There was more phenomena. We had tunes sang and the harmonica was played the same tune. They were singing the same song, which was Danny Boy. And also we had music, and it was a Michael Jackson one, and they were moving lights about in time to Michael Jackson's music, and the speed and the beat was perfect timing, and they were moving the lights all over the place. It just wasn't confined to one space. It was moving right up, right below, across and back and circling, which was fabulous to watch. Lots of things like this, and people were exclaiming when they were experiencing being moved into the centre of the room and phenomena happening to them. They were describing what was happening. We were able to sit and listen when the people were receiving medical healing. We heard Abraham move around the room, and the drag of the foot, there was a step and then a drag as he walked along around the room. And then he came through the medium himself and spoke to us, which was wonderful, and gave the people who had the healing explanations of what healing they'd received and the reasons they received to do it for, what they had found with them, and these people agreed this was correct. So that was fabulous to hear and to understand that people were lucky enough to receive some healing. And then we were asked, some of us, to take part in some experiments, and I was chosen, which I'm very privileged about. 4 of us got to stand in front of the cabinet with the medium in, and one by one, ectoplasm was produced and came out of the cabinet in the form of a hand. And we were each given the chance to shake hands, one by one. I shook hands, left hand came out, I shook hands, and it felt real, although felt like a hand. You could feel fingers, you could feel flesh and everything, so it felt proper firm like a hand, but at the same time there was a cold and clamminess and a sliminess to it. Not unpleasant. It felt like somebody who come out of a wet shower to me. If you touch somebody who's wet from a shower, that's how it felt. Shook hands with me, and then still clasping my hand, they drew me closer into the tent, and then I could feel the other hand come across and take the other side of my hand, so it was a double handshake, one through the tent and one for real, so to speak, on the outside. So I got a double handshake, and I could feel like they'd clasped their hands around me and done that with me, and it was just wonderful, wonderful feeling. So yes, a fabulous evening. Lots of other bits and pieces happened, but far too much. Your mind just whirls afterwards, but the sensations are wonderful. And it's so exciting and so uplifting. And I've been to 2 or 3 of these before, and each time more phenomena and stronger is coming forth every time. And you can see how it's growing with Gary, and it's just absolutely fabulous to witness. And I'm very, very privileged. Thank you.